Somebody blessed me with this, so I wanted to share it with you. A minister passing through his church in the middle of the day decided to pause by the altar to see who came to pray. Just when the back door opened and a man came down the aisle, the minister frowned as he saw the man hadn't shaved for a while. His shirt was torn and shabby, and his coat was worn and frayed. The man knelt down and bowed his head, then rose and walked away. In the days that followed, at precisely noon, the preacher saw this chap. Each time he knelt just for a moment, a lunch pail in his lap. Well, the minister's suspicions grew, with the robbery a main fear. He decided to stop and ask the man, "What are you doing here?" The old man said he was a factory worker and lunch was half an hour. Lunchtime was his prayer time for finding strength and power. Wow. I stay only for a moment because the factory's far away. As I kneel here talking to the Lord, this is kind of what I say. I just came by to tell you, Lord, how happy I have been since we have found each other's friendships and you took away my sin. Don't know how much or how to pray, but I think about you every day. Wow. So Jesus, this is Ben, but you can put your name down. Whoever is listening to this podcast, just checking in today. The minister, feeling foolish, told Ben that it was fine. He told the man that he was welcome to pray there any time. "It's time to go and thanks," Ben said as he hurried to the door. Then the minister knelt. I'm getting undone reading this. There at the altar, which he'd never done before. His heart melted, warmed with love as he met with Jesus there. And as the tears flowed down his cheeks, hallelujah, he repeated old Ben's prayer. "I just came by to tell you, Lord, how happy I have been since we have found each other's friendship and you took away my sin. I don't know how much to pray, but I think about you every day. So Jesus, this is me, just checking in today." Past noon one day, the minister noticed that old Ben hadn't come, and more days passed and still no Ben. He began to worry some. At the factory, he asked about him, learning he was ill. The hospital staff was worried, but he'd given them a thrill. The week that Ben was with them brought changes in the ward. His smiles and joys contagious, changed people were his reward. The head nurse couldn't understand why Ben could be so glad when no flowers, calls or cards came. Not a visitor he had. The minister stayed by his bed. He voiced the nurse's concern. This is wrecking me, man. No friends had come to show they cared. He had no one or nowhere to turn. Looking surprised, old Ben spoke up, and with some smile, "The nurse is wrong. She couldn't know. He'd been here all the while. Every day at noon he comes here. A dear friend of mine, you see." He sits right down and takes my hand, leans over and says to me, "I just came by to tell you, Ben, how happy I have been. Since we have found this friendship and I took away your sin. I think about you and I always love to hear you pray. And so, Ben, this is Jesus just checking in today. Many people will walk in and out of your life, but true friends will leave footprints in your heart. As you just stay close to the Lord, He will be your best friend. It's not in the strong words or long words or finding the right words. In the simplicity of your heart, to welcome Jesus in and know He is there with you, checking in always. God bless you all as this precious poem or words touch my heart so much. I pray that it touches yours today. God bless you.